Good morning, this is Sheldon Livesay. I'm the director for Of One Accord Ministry, and I have a God story of a different nature to tell you today. It's actually a time where I believe I let God down, but a time where He revealed to me a weakness. And it was right at Christmas time, and I felt like this was a good time to let you hear this story. At one point of my life, it seems like a past lifetime now, my wife and I bought the Hell Springs Inn. It was the rundown inner city hotel. We had a lot of rooms, 45 rooms most of them were full every night, but we did have a couple of vacancies. And when people would make their way into town that were homeless or passing through, walking through, hitchhiking, however, many times they would go to our city police department. The police department would send them down. They say, "Oh, the Livesays keep you." And I'm not meaning that in a derogatory manner. I'm just saying that we became that place where we had a room or two, and we did keep a lot of folks overnight. Well, we come up to Christmas many years ago. It's either 1980 or 81, and I had just started running, and I didn't run very far. I would run from the Hell Springs Inn. I would run up the road probably to where Liberty Market is, the gas station just at the Rogersville Middle School, go up, and I would take either McKinney or Broadway, and I would come back up Armstrong Road where Otis Home Center was, back to Main Street and back to the Hell Springs Inn. So it was 11:45, and I remember this Christmas it was so warm that I could actually wear my shorts. But I was going to go out and I was going to make this run. I was determined to get my run in before I went to bed. And I headed up the road, and as you get up above McKinney Cemetery to a crest of the hill up there, there's not a street light right there, and it's a very dark place. And I was going up the sidewalk. I remember someone was walking down the sidewalk towards town. I actually got off the sidewalk and went around them, maybe said some kind of a greeting to them, but I made my way on around the loop. Now I come up to Main Street and I'm running into town, coming into the area where the inn is. And as I get to the door of the inn and I'm starting to unlock it, I look at Depot Street. That's where the town square is in Rogersville, and this figure is walking under the lights right in the middle of the street, walking towards me. And immediately my thought was, they're going to come and ask me for a room tonight. They need a place to stay. And the first thing in my mind was, I'm going to be up another 45 minutes because I've not got a bed made up. I've not got a room ready. I'm going to have to get a room ready, and it's going to take a while. And I just don't have the energy tonight to do that. You ever done that before? My energy level was gone, man. I mean, it was gone. So you know what I did? And I hate to even admit this, the first time I think I've even told this story in a public setting, but I opened the door and I went in real quick, hoping that this person had not seen me, and I locked the door behind me and I stood behind the door so they couldn't see me. If they came, they were not going to be able to get in or be able to see anybody. In a moment's time, I remembered what I saw under the light. You ever done that? You acted even before your mind caught up with you? I saw someone in a Middle Eastern outfit crossing Depot Street coming to the inn. I saw that. It wasn't an overcoat. It wasn't a winter coat. It was a Middle Eastern outfit, like a shepherd or like you see in the Christmas stories. And as soon as that triggered in my mind, it hadn't been 8 or 10 seconds. I mean, all of this happened just beam, beam, beam. And I opened the door and I looked, and because that person would have only had time to get to the door, but I saw that person wasn't there. And I ran out to the middle of the street looking up. They didn't have time to get to the end of either block and make a turn. They weren't there. And I remember going around at least 2 of the blocks looking to see if possibly I had missed them that way. They weren't there. And I came back in, and I shut the door of the inn that I had shut intentionally, not going to let this person in. And the Lord spoke to me. You know what He said? He said, "Would you shut the inn on me again this year?" And I don't mind telling you folks, that broke my heart, because insomuch as you've done it unto one of the least of these, my brother, you've done it unto me. Could I wish everyone out there a Merry Christmas? And in this year ahead, could I encourage us that we take some time not to shut out the least of these in our lives, because we are those that represent Jesus Christ. Thank you for allowing me to share this very difficult testimony with you today. God bless you, and you have a great day.